Hello everybody and welcome back to Mutti Plays Legend of Zelda the Minish. Today we are returning to the Palace of Winds and we shall actually venture forth so that we might actually get somewhere in the blood. And second order of business after getting that Keystone is jumping up these clouds with the rock skate. And once we reach the top, we will find ourselves up here, and I will screw up the jump and fall back down the floor below and waste your time. It's gonna take me a bit to... Something funny, they always jump down. And kill that crow, and now we go over to the left. Take a leap of faith! And make another leap. Avoiding those bomb rosas, I believe is their name. And push those blocks. And then we want to make clones of ourselves. 1, 2, 3. And slash. And get out the shield. Flip that guy. Flip that guy. And shove him down. That is an amusing thing in this dungeon. That even though you can die, well, lose health, by falling down off the edge, you can also kill enemies that way. It's just... wow. And keep that in mind for later, we are going to need that. Stay there to avoid the gusting, and yeah. And use the cane of Pocky over there, and it will overpower the gusts, so just make sure you jump in before they start going. And we go over here, and Eslo will bring up something that I already showed you at the beginning of this part. And more rupees, with the 20 being a rupee-like. And we go over here. And we jump! Wait for it to go over, and we jump up. And now we find another stack of clouds to jump up from. Now, something a bit interesting, at least I think it's... Oh, wait, sorry, the story's gonna have to be cut off. You see how that platform is moving really quickly? And you see that big block down there? Well, basically, you've got to get your 3 clones over to, press the switch. But, as you can see, the bar runs out. So, make sure to not have your clones ready to go until the platform is approaching the panels. And here, it's basically alternating jumping from one platform to the next, and do extended jumps, otherwise you're not going to make it. Well, maybe you could make it if you're... but... Anyways, back to the thing I was going to say. Now, I played Four Sword Adventures first, and then this game, and then Four Sword. So... when I first came here, the design made me think it was a little weird, because it didn't terribly resemble the Four Sword Adventure model of this place. But, while I was recording the video, for this part, I realized that it more resembles the Four Sword iteration of this dungeon, not the Four Sword Adventures. And since this is supposed to be the first in the Four Sword trilogy, I found it as making a lot more sense than it resembling the Four Sword Adventure model. And here, this place can be a bit frustrating. 'Cause, like, I'm doing the puzzle perfectly, but then I sneeze while I'm moving Link, and then I push a pot right where I don't need it to be, so I have to do this puzzle all over again. And where is it? Where's my, come on. There's the sneeze! And to reset the puzzle, if you screw up, just go up north there. And excuse me, I'm going to take a drink. Delicious orange water. Better not have another coffee. I don't want to have to record this audio over again. Alright, and here we go, doing the puzzle again. And I am trying to be an artiste by arranging the parts in a very specific manner. And I am able to arrange them in that specific manner, while clearing away all the ugly parts. Yes. Where the hell did that go? But anyways, go up here, and roll over here, and there's a Minish portal that we can grow from. And LOZ speaks here. He's not supposed to. I accidentally hit the select button when trying to pull up the menu to bring out my boomerang. And then we have a key. And now we go back. And jump over or duck under this thing, whatever you feel like. And we jump on top of another stack of clouds. We are going to be so high once we get to the boss fight. Oh my gosh. In fact, I am keeping tally of how many times we have to jump on top of a stack of clouds just to estimate how high the actual boss fight is. Because, man, LOZ gonna lampshade it sometime during the next part. And basically, once you're over at the edge of the bridge, just jump whenever you're comfortable, and be careful of those spikes, and blue chews will spawn when you cross over the... Man, my aiming skills suck for lining up Link with those winds. And These stacks of clouds here are not counting towards the tally because they are not elevating us towards a higher floor. They are instead giving us the necessary height to complete the arc in our jump, to bring us towards the next area. And over here is a keenstone. And yes, I did see that heart piece, but we are not going to be able to get to it yet. So hold your horses. I will get to it later. Jump on this stack of clouds and then jump to the right. And then we climb up another stack of clouds to ascend another level. And those two skulls are the only ones that will turn into Stalfos in this room. And over here, we encounter ball and chain enemies. Basically, they're going to be swinging their ball and chains around, and basically you can only strike them when their balls aren't swirling around them. So, get in front of them to trick them to throw their chains at you so that they will open themselves up for a few seconds. I believe it is 7 hits that kills them. I did not keep track when I was recording the footage. And there's an example of why you want to hit the spark with a boomerang and not your sword. And over here, another pot-related puzzle I screw up. Do not destroy all those pots like I do here. Instead, save one of the pots. I will show you which corner is the most strategic location. Basically, that one. The one that I didn't touch in that little 4x4 arrangement. And shove it onto one of the switches, and then make clones to fill up the other switches. Be sure to navigate so that you don't go through the pot, and then step on the switches. And over here, press that switch, and you may think that is a wall blocking our way forward, but it is actually a wall guiding us forward. Just try to aim Link properly, so that you'll get boosted over here, and then we have a monster rush. Now, for getting Link lined up, at least while recording this part, I found it helped to let Link get pushed forward a little bit before starting the jump, so that he's at least facing the right direction when you start jumping. And I hope that will make things loads easier for you guys. And over here we have a couple of red Stalfos, and whenever I come across this room, I like to charge my light arrow and shoot them with a charged... well, I already said I charged them, didn't I? Yeah, but they're not always as immediately cooperative as they were in this part. I was just fortunate enough. Sometimes it might take a while. And I was amazed that I could roll through the gust like that. Might have been because it was just starting up, and And we have a small key. And we wait for that spark to pass over before we push the blocks open. And then I boomerang it because I want some health. And now we have a boss key. Alright, coming up. The fight for the blue warp. And I wanted to do it a specific way, and I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but I'm not good with heights. Wait, hold on. I think I see something down there. I guess that means we have to go down there after all. And, I am so happy I did this fight exactly the way I wanted. Basically, I lured him over to the edge, I jumped up so that... and I pushed him off the edge with the sword beam. Oh, that just made my day, man. Anyways, that is it for this part of Mutti Plays Legend of Zelda the Minish Cap. Next time we shall progress through more of the Palace of the Winds, and maybe if we're lucky we shall finish the dungeon. I will see you then!